I've used dilators, they don't work. I have spent many hours on Reddit. What actually helps vaginismus? Hey, I'm Dr. Darshana. I'm a pelvic PT and I have been treating penetrative pain for nearly 16 years. I have a TED Talk on this topic, a book on this topic, all of that to say I've seen it all. Okay, so let me answer the question, what actually helps? When you think about penetrative pain, it has two big components. One is the physical component, meaning is the issue in the tissue, right? Are there underlying medical factors in the tissue that might cause dryness, pain, itching, scar, sensitivity, nerve damage, hormonal problems? We got to figure out what that is. And then the second is, what are the issues that are not in the tissues, right? These are different things that are affecting your mind and your worldview that then impacts how your body does or doesn't perform during certain activities. Now, here's an example. If you have a lot of digestive issues going on, food sensitivities or IBS going on, you have a lot of tummy troubles, your belly might be hurting, your belly might be bloated, which makes you feel like not yourself. That might show up as your pelvic floor tightening, right? Another example might be the past few times you attempted penetrative sex, it hurt a lot. So now you feel really bad. You feel ashamed. You feel guilty. You feel like your partner doesn't deserve this. You feel like you're angry at yourself, or you feel this emotional pain of like failure, like almost shame. Like, why is this happening to me? Like, why me? If you're so scared, sad, and angry, your body's going to respond to it by bracing, right? For some others, it is coming from a long history of just lack of any information about it. Because let's face it, most of us grew up with like no knowledge of how these things work. A lot of us don't have like awareness about our own body. We don't really get like a how-to manual from a trusted adult in our life, right? So especially for people who've had pain, then they also don't explore anything because they're afraid they might break something, because they don't really understand, what if I try to put something in and something tears, right? So there is this combination of sort of shame and modesty around your private parts, layered by lack of education. How is sex actually supposed to work? Layered with a lot of like intellectual shame, meaning I'm a grown-ass adult, I should be able to figure this out, but I'm not. So now I feel angry at myself and I don't even know who to ask, because apparently everyone knows how to do this except me, right? So those emotional pieces make it so that there are further barriers. So what actually helps fix your vaginismus is addressing all of those, right? Like, that's called the biopsychosocial model. That's called the whole plan. That's why I always say whole health is whole health, right? So people need different tools and different skills to decrease their guard at a mental level, so then their body is at a more relaxed state. People need different resources to fill the gaps of sex education that they have, and different people have different fears and lack of information about. Then people need actual tactical tools on addressing the tight spots in their pelvic muscle, which can be internal manual therapy, pelvic wand. That's where pelvic PT really helps you take charge of how to address these muscles. And then people need a transfer from how to go from using dilators to actually doing partnered intimacy. So that's what actually helps, is addressing all of it and not just dilators. I know how tempting it is to think all I need to do is secretly order dilators on Amazon so nobody has to find out, and then use size 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bam, it's going to get fixed. And I really hope it does. I really hope it does. If it does, great. But if it doesn't, just think about it. If it hasn't worked in the last 2 years, why are you wasting time doing the same thing, right? It's dilators are a good tool when they're used as a part of a bigger, more comprehensive plan that is designed for you. All right, that's what actually helps. What actually helps are finding out, is the issue in the tissue or is it also somewhere else, and how can we address all of them?